YouTube, what's going on, guys? At the Barber 70, want to be exact, checking in once again. And in this video, I'll be showing you guys my tips and tricks on how to cut a 360 waver. Pretty basic cut would be bringing the top down wavelength and then just a taper the sides on the back. But I'll also be going over some certain things that you need to look out for when you're cutting a waver like this. And all we're doing now is just taking the hair down to the desired length. I have on the one guard on my wall seniors, and all I'm doing is closing the clipper about halfway to keep the hair thick and bringing the hair down with the grain. A good thing to watch out for when cutting 360 wavers is when you're cutting their hair down, especially if you're going against the grain, with the grain, you want to be watching out for the way that their hair grows. That's why it's good to comb through and then make a good assessment of which way the hair grows in certain areas. As you can tell right here, in the front of Kev's hairline, his hair starts to kind of grow downwards. So if I was to come all the way through that with the same guard, the same clipper, I might take that hair a little bit lower if I wasn't to turn my clipper the way that the hair is growing. And all I'm doing right here is making my first guideline, the ball line to the taper, as well as just kind of giving a slight outline to the C-cup. I'm not really doing a real defined line, just a slight line of the C-cup. That way I know where and how far I want to bring my taper up. As well as the back, make that first ball line, and then just ball out the rest, get ready for your taper. And then going straight into it, all I'm doing is throwing on the 1.5 guard by wall, and just kind of bringing the top of the taper down, just kind of debulking, getting the taper area all the way down, make it a little bit cleaner, easier to do. And all I'm doing here, I have my Andis Masters all the way open, and all I'm doing is going from open, close, and bringing that lever up all the way back to the top of the taper. As you can see, I'm using a flicking motion in my wrist. This helps a lot when fading. That way you don't leave a hard guideline while trying to blend out your initial guideline. Coming back with my liner, just kind of to buff out the original ball line. And as far as the first step of the taper, that's pretty much it. The way I fade and the way that I do my tapers especially, I pretty much do the exact same steps from the first one. So I started with the ball line, I start with all the way open on whatever clipper I'm using, and then I just start from the clipper closed all the way back open, fading in between. And I pretty much do the same thing whether I have on just the clipper or I have my clipper with my guards on. So here I have the number 1 guard. I pretty much did the exact same process. I throw on the half guard to buff out the slight line in between the 1 guard and the clipper open. Always be mindful to use the corner of your blades when doing this. When you use the corner, you're not using as much surface area of the blade. So a lot of times when doing that, you might be cutting the hair that you're not exactly trying to cut like you would be if you're just using the corner of the blade. And the exact same steps on the other side. Shout out to my guy right in the background. I figured I'd tell y'all this funny story about me and Kev. Like I said, so we go way back to kids, and man, you know, like I know when you kids, you do all kind of crazy, stupid stuff, a lot of stuff that you probably shouldn't even have no business doing. So just one day I was over Kid's crib, we chilling. His parents ended up leaving, and you know, we just chilling, we bored, we on and off the game, going outside. So for whatever reason, we just had this bright idea to take the yoga ball that was in the living room and like kind of play dodgeball, kickball with it. playing, everything going cool, and then all of a sudden, man, I don't know, we kicked it, somehow, man, that ball flew into the big screen TV, and then this time, this is what big screens was like, them big thick joints. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. So, man, that ball hit that TV, and next thing I know, the TV is barely hanging on to like the entertainment center. The TV's up on the entertainment center. We, you know, at this time we no more than 11, 12 years old. So, man, we get kitchen table chairs and we struggling. We trying our best to get the TV back up. The only thing that saved the TV was the cords that was hanging in the back of it, kept it from falling face down on the floor. Man, we struggling. No strength at all, y'all. We young. We ain't got no strength at all. So, man, we struggling. And we like, man, what we gonna do? Like, man, when I tell y'all we heard that garage door open up to his parents coming back, it's like we looked at each other like a movie, y'all, and we got superhuman, superhero strength. All of a sudden, we hurling this big old, like I said, this like a 40, 50 inch big screen back then. Y'all know how thick them first flat screens was. Don't act like y'all know how thick them joints was. So, man, we just got superhero strength out of nowhere. We hurled this TV back up. We cleaned everything up in a flash, put all the chairs back, and shoot up straight to his room, act like nothing ever happened. I think we even act like we was asleep. I can't even remember. I think we act like we been outside. But, man, and then the funny thing is, the same TV, it still worked. Wasn't nothing wrong, but I think that TV actually went out maybe a couple months later. And we never said nothing until we was probably well into our teenager. We might have been grown before we even said something. Come to find out, we probably the reason why the TV broke. But to go to show you, man, when you kids, you do some crazy things that, especially when you bored, that you wouldn't even think about. Moisturizer, brushing it down, taking my blow dryer, and just drying the hair thoroughly, brushing it down. This is going to give the waves a good pop, a good definition, as well as some moisture. And all I'm doing here is taking my Atlas Masters and freehanding, just trying to cut down any of those loose hangover hairs that still might be sticking up. And then going into the back lineup, all I'm doing is taking my liners. These are my Babyliss FX skeletons. Great colors, man. If you haven't seen my review video, please go watch that. These are some great liners. These are really top tier liners. Like, I put these up against, so far I put these up against any other line I've had. And in a lot of ways they're better. They do have some pros and cons, but if y'all want to see about those, please check out my video down below. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description. But yeah, man, so like I said, just starting with the nape area, then going behind the ear, using the corner of the blade. All you gotta do is hold that ear down, use the corner of your blade, just bring that hook all the way around. And try your best not to push up that line. I see some barbers kind of exaggerate the back of the ear line, and it's cool and it looks good for a day or two, but when that hair starts to grow back, it's just not a good look. So I try to keep that line as natural as possible. And then here, starting with the C-cup, all I'm doing is taking the corner of that blade where I made that initial kind of faint guideline. I'm just bringing that down into the sideburn, making that nice curve. Like I said, light even pressure, consistent strokes, using the corner of the blade. You don't want to use your whole blade when doing this because you'll mess around, and like I said, just when like fading, same with lining. When you use the corner of the blade, you avoid cutting hair that you're not trying to cut. to the front edge up. As always, man, we're starting in the middle. And all I'm doing is trying to connect each corner to the other, making that front line up as straight as possible. And as you can see, Kev has a slight widow's peak in the front. Consult with your client before the cut just to see what they like to do with that, if they have one. Some people like to keep it, some people don't edge it, some people like to keep it the edge to a V, some people just tell you to take it off. So just consult with your client beforehand, that way you know, and that way you can avoid any misunderstandings about it. Some people are real particular about things like that, so you would hate to cut that off and then they really want to keep it, so just always make sure that you know that. And then moving straight into the razor work, all we're doing is the same thing as before, man. Keeping our blade flat to the skin, pulling that skin to avoid any nicks and cuts. And then just trying to give that line a slight more detail than you can with your clip. That's all the line is for. And then it also gives you maybe another day or two until your haircut looking a lot better when you come with the razor. Guys, finished product. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I'll holler at y'all next time. This is Straight to Barber 731 checking out. Peace.